transmission.
I almost hit the fucking red phone because I'm like, oh, phone, right. That'll be the button that answers.
Yes, that's the correct one. You always want to hang up on my ass.
Ooh, bird. Oh. Sorry, I had Taco Bell for dinner because I lack sound judgment.
I had homemade tacos for dinner because I have proper judgment.
I don't normally have stomach problems from eating Taco Bell, but I guess the combination of what I went with just didn't agree with me. I went up to make coffee, and all of a sudden it was like I have to use a toilet now.
Jeez.
Right. I was a little shocked. Like, you know, occasionally I'll have a little bit of stomach upset eating fast food. Because, like, today I didn't really eat a lot. So Taco Bell probably wasn't the best choice because I didn't eat, like, actual, like, food. I had a bagel for breakfast and, like, a gas station hamburger and tater tots for lunch. So, like, didn't have actual food in my stomach. And I was like, I'm going to get Taco Bell. That's cheap, fast, and easy. And I felt fine. And then all of a sudden, it was just like, oh, hey, by the way, Cupcake, your stomach doesn't like you anymore. I'm like, oh, no, what have I done?
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. There is progress whether you are going forward or backward. The thing is to move. Enjoy the show.
It's a cute cup, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
I just like the color and the random, like, geometric, not geometric, what do you call it? Flowery design. All my cups look like this. I'm a dude that buys flowery things because it amuses me to watch people get upset. That's a woman's coffee cup. It is. It looks like a coffee cup to me.
No, it's almost a nice damask pattern on it.
Right. I don't know what the pattern is. I just like these type of tall coffee cups because I fill mine with ice. I don't like it. Well, I mean, fill them with ice in the summer. In the winter, they're hot. In the summer, they're cold because I can't drink hot coffee. Not this time of night. But I like these type of cups. I got yelled at because my cups would say something manly like, I like my coffee like I like my women full of alcohol.
That's gross.
Right? Actual comment from a coworker today. The coffee cup I took to work is like a thermos, and it was pink. And he was like, how the fuck do you get away with walking in here with a pink thermos? I'm like, are you going to question it? Well, no, but it should say something manly on it then. I'm like, should it? And that was his response. I was like, wow. There's a special place in hell for you.
Toxic masculinity is just right up his urethra.
To be fair, this is the same guy that said, I like my women like I like my whiskey less than 12 years old. I was like, whoa, oh boy.
Okay.
There's a lot of, what'd you call it? Toxic masculinity in my workspace. I mean, it's a home improvement supply company. You do the math.
I would imagine so.
There's a lot of dudes at the bottom jockeying to be the biggest tough guy.
Look what I got.
Wow, that is fancy. You're like a pretty unicorn princess or some nonsense. That is just, it's like epileptic. It's amazing. You just picked it up at random, or like was that a birthday gift?
No, I picked it up today for $3.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. I was just curious. I wasn't sure if it was like something from a party or something. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
My neighbor normally runs a kiosk at a flea market, but today decided, fuck it, it's hot. I'll run my kiosk out of my parking spot instead.
Right.
So I'm going for my walk, and I'm like, well, that's cute.
Oh, $3 ain't bad. That's doable.
Yeah. Can you make change for 20? You can.
Right. That was cool. That was so random. It was so cool. So I've just mostly been working. I'm still dealing with my legs hurting, but not as bad today as it was yesterday.
Are they feeling better?
Yeah, they're just sore now. Yesterday they were actually like, what do you call waves of pain? Because that's what I had. It was like ebbing and flowing, ebbing and flowing.
I would call them waves of pain.
Okay. I didn't know if there's a word for it. Like pulsating. It was like boom, boom, boom. Like, my leg. It's mostly my left, not my right, because my left doesn't have as much muscle mass. You got a message. Something important, I'm sure.
No, nothing important.
I had a thought that left me holding my bags at the station.
Was it about your legs?
Well, it's always about my legs these days, but that's just more of the fact that, hey, Cupcake, how do you feel about working the next 3 weeks straight? Whack. I will give my boss credit, though. He came back today from vacation. He's like, you look like shit. I'm like, I feel like shit. He's like, why don't you take tomorrow off? I'm like, that sounds great. I was supposed to have tomorrow off, but then it was like, we don't have anybody. He's like, I can handle working tomorrow. I'm like, that sounds great. I'm gonna go lay down. And of course, the pain is worst on my left leg, right where the ankle and the shin, or whatever you call it, the tibia meet. The point that got the most, probably took the most stress from walking. Okay, though. I've been playing some Lego Marvel Heroes. That was fun. Like, I got to be all the cool Marvel heroes, a whole bunch of which I've never even heard of. There was some dude that, like, is some sort of, like, underwater hero, but, like, I've never heard of him before. And, yeah, he was cool. I don't remember his name, unfortunately. I just know his color scheme is red and white. He was, like, controls jellyfish or something. I don't know. I never bothered to play as him again after I unlocked him. I was like, that's cool. I'm going to go be Iron Man again. Iron Man can shoot things. He's got laser beams for hands. Pew, 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 pew. I don't know. My favorite character, well, I got 1 and 2. In the second game, my favorite character so far has been Star-Lord. Because he's got the crazy ability where he puts on the headphones and he's listening to old, like, 70s rock and roll music and, like, just starts shooting stuff at random. They're pretty cool. Good time wasters.
Pokemon. Mostly.
Right. The new one's coming out. Or something.
Is the new one coming out?
I don't know. I figured a new one was coming out. That's why you were doing Pokemon.
No, I mean Pokemon Go.
Oh. Isn't the new one called, like, Let's Go Pikachu?
And Eevee?
Oh, yeah, Eevee. Yeah, the Eevee one is supposed to be for girls, quote-unquote. I make that assumption because in the commercial, the boy's always using Pikachu and the girl's always using Eevee.
I also got back into Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's good. I haven't played. I really at this point I'm too afraid to open that up because I'd be like, "Hey, your Cupcake, you left us for dead 4 years, 3 months, and 2 days ago."
There's a major update, and it pretty much goes, "Oh, you haven't played in forever? That's okay."
I'm still waiting for one to come out for the Switch.
Yeah. That'll make me buy the Switch.
I was trying to decide what games would actually, like, I would buy next for it, and honestly, there hasn't been anything since Mario came out that had been like, I have to buy that. It's like, eh. Well, a lot of my friends like Splatoon, I'm like, eh. I'm not into multiplayer shit anymore, unless it's cooperative. I don't like competitive multiplayer. I don't have time to get that good at anything. My friends are like, you should get Overwatch and play with us. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to practice, though. It's no fun getting whomped on by people who have all the time in the world to get good at it. I realize they're not actually good. The good players I'll never meet. But, like, they're better than I am.
I played a free weekend of that once. Played one match. Won. Never played again.
Because it's like I tried the new Rainbow Six. Cause I love the old Rainbow Six games. I'm not into, like, the competitive, like, CSGO type shooters. I just don't have the time and energy and twitch reflexes anymore. It's not fun getting my ass kicked by a 15-year-old that has nights and weekends to practice. I know that makes me sound like an old man, but there's no way around it.
Damn them youngins.
I have a certain understanding that I don't have the time and or energy to put forward for those kind of games anymore to be good at them. Not that I was ever good at them to begin with, but on a low competitive level.
There's always Fortnite.
Yeah, I know. But I have this multiple $1,000 pile of anime I need to watch, and it's not getting done. So yeah. I did tonight finish the spin-off Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon anime, and it was cool. Very, very much in the vein of a certain scientific railgun versus a certain magical index. Like, you're seeing two sides of the same story that are ongoing. So some things that you missed because you couldn't see, like they didn't show you what the other side was doing, you see by watching both halves. So that was cool. I enjoyed it. It was a little slow at first, but it really did. Like in the end, like the back half of the season kind of picked up. There's a lot of like getting you introduced to all of the characters, and kind of like what's been like characters you saw but didn't like hear a lot of in the original anime, like more fleshed out, and they're interesting, but it didn't grab me as hard as the original one did, mostly because the main character from the actual main anime is so goddamn lovable. Not that the girl that you're following in this isn't lovable, but she's more obviously just there to fill the from the viewer's perspective slot. Because I don't remember her ever coming up in the original anime, but I could just be. It's been a while. And by a while, I mean like a year or two. eBay had a sale or had a coupon, so I ordered the 3rd season of High School DxD, which I will probably watch whenever it shows up. I really like that show. I don't know what it is. It's full of gratuitous nudity that's actually kind of distracting. I think I had this conversation with you when I was watching the 2nd season. It's like, the nudity's okay, but they do way too much of it. I never thought as a guy I would ever say that, but yes, there's way too many girls without tops on. And it's okay once in a while, but when they're all running around without tops on, it's kind of distracting. Mostly because it just doesn't feel natural. Like, it's not the nudity that bothers me, it's just the nudity for the sake of nudity. Like, it's very obviously pandering to the male fan base. Which is fine. Like, nothing wrong with it, but it's like, oh, they're having the meeting in the girls' locker room, so obviously they're changing. Her. They couldn't have waited 10 minutes and had it in the club room when they're all wearing shirts. Well, it was an emergency. What was an emergency? Why did they feel the need to change back into their school uniforms when they just wear their gym uniforms? Cupcake asked too many questions.
Silly Cupcake.
It's
happened because boobs.
Right. I did enjoy, the one thing that really sold me on the show is, and I quote, the main girl likes the main guy, and there's a whole spiel about the first time he sees her naked, and she's very comfortable in her own skin. He sees her naked, and he thinks he's gonna get slapped, and she's like, what? He's like, well, aren't you gonna beat me up for seeing you naked? She's like, why? If you want to see me naked, all you have to do is ask. Oh. Well, okay. And then there's this whole thing about, like, all of them being devils basically don't have any hang-ups about nudity. They're just like, yeah? What? Well, aren't you upset that I'm seeing you naked? Why? What do I care? The guy's just like befuddled. He's like, but you're supposed to slap me right here. Just leave. Okay. Turns around, walks out the door. It's like that one thing sold, like, in the first couple episodes, sold me on the show. It was just like, there are female characters that do have issues with the naked, but like the ones that he's actively pursuing and they're pursuing him are just like, we're in a relationship. This is not a big deal. But it's supposed to be. Because that's what you think it's supposed to be. Because that's what media tells you it should be. It's just great. I don't know. I mean, I had the same issue with Monster Musamune, whatever. Everyday Life with Monster Girls. Right, yeah, because the other one is Interviews with Monster Girls, and that one's awesome. It's basically Azumanga Daioh crossed with Monster Girls. I'd pay good money for more interactions between the succubus teacher and the biology teacher. Those girls are thirsty. My God, those girls are thirsty. Wow. All of them. Every age group in that show. Holy crap. You don't very often get an anime in which all the women are talking about the men like the men in anime talk about women.
They're just lonely.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, it's not often.
Lonely.
Well, the teenage girls I get. The succubus is just starved for physical attention.
She's extra lonely.
Yeah. She's just, because she's so afraid that her pheromones will influence people's views of her, she's very aloof, or not aloof, but very retracted from interaction with people. And thus, she's very, like, physical contact, she's starved for it because she's afraid of what'll happen. And the guy, like, the biology teacher, God bless his heart for everything he says and does, like, he actively is trying to engage with her and with the students. And they are, like, the pool episode, they're thirsty. Oh my God. He takes his shirt off and they all start talking and they don't stop. Although when she takes her windbreaker off, she's like, what do you think of these? He's just like, those are nice. Off we go now. But yeah, that's all I got through so far this week. Is just I finished up the side story to Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? They're calling it Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon on the Side instead of Sword Oratoria, which is its Japanese title. Beyond that, what? I found a orange cover copy of Evangelion 2.22, which is kind of cool. These, like, they only made like 100 of these when it first came out, so thus these orange ones are really hard to find. I already owned it. I owned the version without the orange cover. It was like $12. This Half Price Books is having a sale this week. Well, fuck you too, asshole. It slid off. I got too many things over there. Ugh. I like the skull cup.
Thank you.
It's a skull, right? I'm not, like, seeing things.
Yes, it's a skull.
Yeah. Just check it. Like, I'm waiting for you to be like, Cupcake, it's a butterfly. Shit. Time to up my meds again.
That'd be one weird-shaped butterfly.
Hey, I've seen weirder things before.
No, we wanted a baby shower.
Come again?
This skull cup, we wanted a baby shower.
Oh, you want at a baby? I thought you said we got it for our baby shower. I was like, your baby shower? What do I need to know about that I have not heard?
No, I still have an IUD in.
I wasn't like, I was just gonna be like, if you were like, yeah, I was gonna be like Mazel Tov. I wasn't like
No. I have nowhere to put baby.
Right.
Or any variation of age group after that.
Right. I've gotten to the point in my life where I just don't question things. It's just like, I asked you, like, come again? Make sure I heard you right, which I didn't. So it wasn't a problem.
I tried to watch more of Pretty Derby.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Not great.
I'm sorry.
On episode 3.
Oh, don't feel bad. It took me up until yesterday and today to get through most of that. And I wanted to watch that. I did. I wanted to watch it because I liked the original series so much. It was a fight.
It's not that it's a bad show. It's just that it's...
A bad show?
Yeah. It's not my kind of show.
Right.
It's too sweet, and they treat these women like horses, because they are horses.
Right.
They might as well have just been a show about horses. Horses who are also idols. If you're a top tier racer, you're also an idol.
Right.
Automatically.
Right. That's like Japanese media in general.
Yeah.
Like, famous women, if you're an actress, you're an idol, et cetera, et cetera.
So, there's that. Then there's Wotakoi, Love is Hard for an Otaku, which I highly recommend.
Okay.
Currently, you can only watch it on Amazon Prime.
So, I'll be waiting for it to get a physical release.
Yeah. Only 4 episodes in, and I'm already loving it. Instead of being a show about cute teenagers falling in love, it's about cute adults falling in love. So you're squeeing over adults being dumbasses, doing dumbass things.
Mm-hmm.
Being all cute. And there's a different otaku for everyone. That's pretty much all I've gotten up to anime-wise.
Oh, I did get one other thing. I can get up. I'm too fat. And by fat, I mean too broken down.
You can do it.
Oh. I also oh God. I forgot coffee makes me back up. God. I also found a copy of Sakura Wars, the movie. It's kind of cool. I got a Sentai Selects version of the TV show, so I think that was a nice move. I did a little bit of anime hunting on Wednesday while I was off. I didn't know when I was going to be off again. I was like, I'm not missing out on some coupons. Oh, right, that was what I was thinking. And then because I am a consumer whore, and how?
Aww.
Got the movie. Second movie's coming out in August. Because they finally got the second movie, I was like, well, I'll buy the first movie now that I know the second movie's coming out. So, I will, at the end of the summer, own the entirety of Cardcaptor Sakura on Blu-ray. Because I am a consumer whore.
Yay! Did you open all your boxes?
Please don't remind me about the fact that there are two sealed boxes still sitting on the floor by me. I don't even remember what's in them at this point. I might as well grab those. Why did I sit down?
Because you're a fool!
Who's the true fool? The fool or the fool talking to the fool? Oh, wait. Never mind.
Ooh.
Bwack. 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 Somewhere in here there's a knife.
I mean, I have a knife, but the internet doesn't quite have the ability to just let me
I do like
stuff.
this. See if I can get it to...
Crunchyroll.
Who's it from? Crunchyroll. Where are they located? Crunchyroll. And this, children, is why you shouldn't order things from Crunchyroll. So I could tell that this was this is definitely a we don't normally sell things ourselves, but this was a good deal, so we decided to do it. Right. Wow, that thing is fucking huge. Ray Zero, starting life in another world. It's going to universally go down as one of the worst encodes they've ever done. This has got terrible video artifacting in it, apparently.
Oh.
Everybody who got it has been complaining that the video, there's like horrible video artifacting in it. And Funimation was like, yep, nope, that's the way it's going to be. Sorry, those were the masters we got were like that, so they're just going to be that way.
Well,
that's a thing. And this one I don't actually remember. This is a Right Stuff package. I don't remember what's in here. Jesus. What's that? All right. Why did I order this? I don't even remember. Grimoire of Zero.
I don't think I've heard of that.
I don't remember that either. But I ordered it. So at some point I'll watch it. Like most beasts fallen, the half-tiger known as Mercenary hates the witches who created them. So when he's offered a chance to hunt witches, he quickly agrees. But things goes particularly wrong when he's rescued by a witch instead, and she wants him to become her bodyguard. To make matters worse, she's seeking a missing book, the Grimoire of Zero, which contains the secrets of magic, which could possibly end the world if it falls in the wrong hands. And the witch is the author of the book, Zero herself. Worst of all, Zero actually seems to think that the mercenary is cute and cuddly and wants to do terribly inappropriate things with him. But if he does as she asks, Zero promises to make Mercenary human. With the reward in mind, there isn't much that he won't do to help retrieve the Grimoire of Zero. So, Beauty and the Beast?
I guess.
I mean, like, if Beauty was a witch and Beast was a giant berserker tiger?
Berserker.
So, yeah, okay. Wank. Wank, wank. Wank, wank. Okay. Excuse me.
The first episode of Happy Sugar Life aired.
Oh, right, yeah, I heard people talking about that.
Where can I watch that?
That's the one that, like the surface, it looks like super cute, but it's one of those, like, grimdark shows.
Well, yeah. It's, she's a, yandere, isn't she? I think.
All I know is I saw, like, the promo clip for that show. I was just like, nope, not getting involved. Every time they're like, it's super cute, it's gonna be fun. And then it's like, you see somebody, like, eating someone's entrails. It's like, I'm out.
Well, the manga it's based on is considered a horror manga.
Sounds about right. Those damn Japanese and their crazy cutesy horror anime, manga, whatever.
Drama, horror, psychological romance, yuri.
It's all these things and more.
I can watch it on Amazon Prime.
There you go.
Which means I can watch it on the PS4 because I'm not logged in over here.
Yeah. Are you glad that they dumped Anime Strike?
Very much. Although it's still impossible to just sort of find what you want to watch on Amazon Prime. Unless you know exactly how to spell it.
Right.
You go to search for it.
You're going for like the Atari series of anime. It's like, how was it spelled?
Like, Love is Hard for an Otaku is easy to find because WOT and it's the first thing that comes up. Maybe I'll watch the first episode when we're done.
Yeah, I've been listening to my friends who watch, like, you know, seasonally, going on about this season's, you know, set of animes and like, oh, this is crazy and this is balls to the walls. And I don't remember what they were. They were talking about that Sugar Happy Time thing. They talked a lot about Darling in the Franxx or whatever the hell it was, and like how nuts that was. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, that's on my to watch list. Encouragement of Climb got a 3rd season, so I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently in the, most of the episodes you have to have a paid account on Crunchyroll, which I don't currently.
Mm-hmm.
I used to, but I don't currently. So I'll just wait a little bit.
Right.
Watch them ads. I went and saw Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, is that any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool.
Very funny.
I was thinking about seeing it in the morning since I have nothing else going on tomorrow. I was like, maybe I'll go to like the first morning showing of it.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Cool. Yeah, so I might do that. My buddy asked me if I wanted to see like Super Troopers 2 at midnight tonight, and I was like, if I'm still awake, definitely, but I doubt I'll be awake.
Aww.
Well, I had to be to work at 6:30 this morning, so like, I was like, it's not that I don't want to see it with you, it's just that, like, literally, I'm pretty sure I'll be in bed by midnight.
Poor Cupcake.
Yes, poor me. I have suffered greatly.
I believe I said,
Oh. I don't think of anything interesting that's happened beyond just being at work all week.
The only thing I'm doing tomorrow is hubby and I are going on a Pokemon hunting date tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Yes. Very fun.
I might hit the other half-price books because the sale ends tomorrow. They're like 50% off sale. I might hit like the other, I don't know, is it 3 or 4 stores I didn't hit on Wednesday because due to time constraints. Like, I just hit the ones on my side of the cities, and there's like 4 more on the other side of the Twin Cities. But it's like a good 2-3 hour expedition, and I just didn't want to do it on Wednesday because I wasn't sure if I was going to be off again. Like, I really wanted to get as much rest in as I could because I thought I would be another week before I got time off. Now my boss is like, "No, you can take Sunday off." I'm like, "Okay, maybe I'll do that."
That sounds pretty sweet. But yeah, whenever you can, put your legs up.
Oh, my legs are already up. Wah.
No, I can see that.
I really should be using a pillow, putting a pillow under them so that they're sitting higher than the rest of my legs, but the dog has the pillow, and I'm not going to take it from him. He's got a hard enough life as it is. I don't know if I said it, but my mom left on vacation this last Monday. She'll be back a week from Monday.
Aww.
So he's over there. You can't see him in the darkness, but he's over there behind me somewhere on the couch snoozing.
The poor thing.
Yeah, he's very upset about the fact that he's been left for dead. He actually ate some dog food today. He's just been eating the hot dogs. I've been meaning to get him over to my grandparents so he can get spoiled, but yesterday I could have done it, but my legs just were not in any shape. I was in so much pain. And I was going to do it today, but I just didn't have it in me to go be social.
I understand.
You're the only one. Everybody else is like, you fucking bum. I'm just like, I can't deal with people today. I got out of...
I have those days.
Right. I got out of work at noon. Actually, like 12:15. My boss is like, go home. You're supposed to leave at noon. I'm like, right. I thought for some reason I got it in my head that I was working a normal shift. He's like, no. I'm like, right. I'm out of here. Bye. I'm leaving. And, yeah, I got home. I did the grocery store yesterday. What did I stop for today? I had to go to the gas station to fill up. I was down to like a 8th tank. Filled up my gas tank and got some lunch, which was hamburger and some cheesy potatoes. And, yeah, I came home and I literally just watched anime when I got home because obviously my legs, feet, whatever you want to call it, are still kind of sore. It's really annoying. I find this whole deal, like shin splints and sore feet, really annoying in the fact that there's no comfortable position. They're just sore all the time, nonstop. So yeah, that's been fun. But sorry, I was reading a message. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, so I've been like shifting my legs around all day, trying to find a comfortable position. There's no position where my ankles aren't sore. But it is what it is. I'm trying to decide, like, what's going to be next off the pile, because obviously I have plenty to pick from. But I can't decide.
Close your eyes and...
Pretty much. Rick keeps telling me Asper cream for this, and I just not having a lot of luck with it. Mostly because I don't think it's muscles, it's joints.
It's, your shin splints?
Yeah.
Or your tendons?
Oh. So, does muscle cream work on that? I tried it last night. It helped a little bit, but not a lot.
I find that it only helps a little bit.
Right. Because Asper cream is more for muscle aches, like you've overused.
The ice helps a lot because it helps the tendon relax.
Right. Well, it shrinks, causes it to compress, so it's not stretching. I'm sorry, I'm agreeing. I'm thinking scientifically out loud.
I know what you're doing. You're alright.
I mean, it's not bad today. It's not like last night I was actually physically uncomfortable. Like, it was a solid 5 or 6 out of 10. It's enough to be noticeable and uncomfortable, but not enough to be like, I need immediate medical supervision or intervention.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, given the location of the pain, it's not anything of any real seriousness. It's just annoyance. Being out of shape is the pits. I was saying getting old is the pits, but it's just more about a shape. That's what everybody tells me. You're in better shape, you wouldn't have these. It's like, okay, fair enough. In particular, today, it's not my shins. This stuff's all fine. It's like right where the tendons meet the ankle and the leg meet each other, right on the front of my foot, which is mostly due to overuse and not anything else. Like, it's just a lot of feet have been getting a lot of use without a rest. It's just starting to wear me out. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else interesting that's been going on. I'm watching a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyway on, like, YouTube and stuff. Not that has really any effect on anything, but kind of been my, like, I can't decide what to watch, so I just, like, started watching, like, random clips from it.
Alright.
It just kind of, I don't really do with anything, it's just kind of like, that's what I've been watching. Like today, like this morning, I couldn't sleep. And so I just turned it on and, like, you know, watched it for a little bit until I felt sleepy again. It holds up remarkably well, despite that, like, what, they haven't done it in, like, what, 10 years, 15 years?
It's on right now.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Oh. Well, I retract my statement then. I haven't watched, like, real TV in years. I'm like, I don't make that show anymore. Everybody's like, yeah, they do. They do? Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember the name of the woman who hosts it now.
Oh, right, yeah, it's the, she's the voice of Lana.
Aisha Tyler.
Yes, Aisha Tyler. When you said, like, it's still on, I'm like, right, yeah, it's got her. And then they, like, it still has Colin Mockery and, I'm gonna forget the tall guy's name.
Ryan Stiles.
Ryan Stiles, thank you. And do they still have, God damn it, he's friends with Dave Chappelle. I can't think of his name now. There's a whole clip of him being a thug in the Dave Chappelle show, and I can't think of his name. He hosts Let's Make a Deal, I want to say?
Wayne Brady?
Thank you, yes, Wayne Brady.
I've seen him on the new show, yeah.
Yeah, so he's... I can't remember who else were regulars for that show. There's like a couple other guys that fill the fourth slot. There's the guy with... Oh, I can't think of this. There's the guy with the glasses... Not Drew Carey, but the other guy. I think there's like two other guys that fill the fourth spot normally.
Yeah, renewed for its 14th season. Back in June.
Okay. Oh wow! Apparently, Funimation got the newest season of Fate Linear Prisma. That's interesting. Shit. Because Sentai Filmworks has the first 3 seasons. Well, that's gonna be interesting.
That's awkward.
Right. 3 pages of Anime News Network forum posts about, like, oh my god, what the hell?
Yeesh.
Yeah, they're basically just piscamoning back and forth. I was hoping there might be some actual, like, discussion about what happened and why. The general consensus I seem to be getting is that the original ones were part of a deal before Funimation and Crunchyroll teamed up, and so now that they're teamed up, they give all of their licenses to Funimation to dub I guess Nintendo's shuffling some people around in their company right now. I'm just looking at Anime News Network, like what's been going on in the last couple of weeks. The guy who was the gentleman who was the president and CEO of Nintendo of Europe is going back to the home office to be the director and senior executive officer of Nintendo as a whole. Satoru Shibata. And then Koji Miyake is taking over as CEO and chairman, while Stephen Boll is going to be the CEO and president.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's nothing interesting coming up on my news feed.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem. It looks like it's like, honestly, like, it's been, like, anime news has been kind of quiet as a whole. I don't know if that's just because, like, we're getting older and there's not as much, like, you know, we've seen a lot of it before, so it's kind of like, eh. Because I feel like I used to, like, look at this site and be like, oh man, that's happening, and oh, this is coming out. Now it's like, oh, cool, whatever.
I mean, the World Cup is happening.
Oh man, soccer, yay!
And people in the UK are really pissed that Trump is there.
Right.
And being very creative in showing that. Like having a Donald Trump dialect. Ha 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 ha. But other than that, I don't know. There's only one Blockbuster store open now. I didn't know there were any left open.
There's a reason about Stan Lee dropping a lawsuit. What's up?
There's one Blockbuster left now.
Oh wow, just one.
Just one.
Jesus. That's like is that like that one that still has like a Twitter account or whatever? They Twitter like random. What's doing that? There's one Blockbuster left. That's crazy. Wasn't there like a couple? Wasn't there like a couple left? A couple franchises or whatever that were?
Well, that was you.
Oh. Oh. Was I still clicked on that? Oh, jeez.
Yes, it's in Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, it said news about Butter, so there'll be only one left.
Because 2 closed in Alaska. And now there are 2 left in Alaska. And now there's one lone one in Oregon.
Oh, wow. I guess the internet must have improved enough up in Alaska that it didn't make sense to have a rental place anymore.
I guess. Or they got enough red boxes.
Right. Oh, right. I forgot Redbox ate into their stuff, too. The local TV repair shop, Johnny's, like, only in the last, I don't know, probably 2 years finally stopped doing rentals. Like, they still have tapes, but, like, they don't do modern rentals anymore. They stopped buying new product. I'm like, who the fuck even rents anything? Jesus Christ. Like, even old people, like, my grandparents have stopped renting movies, like, 10 years ago. They just pay-per-view or fucking use their cable box. That's crazy. The lady that runs the one in Bend says that she goes to Walmart or Target to buy the newest titles and Costco to buy candy. I mean, I don't imagine they do a ton of business.
They've got to do enough, I guess.
Right. Yeah, basically the stores, the Alaska stores couldn't do enough business to stay open. That doesn't help the fact that up there, like, everything is more expensive just because of the distance everything has to travel.
Yeah.
So what's the lone Blockbuster? Located between 3rd and Main and Oak Lawn Shopping Center, not part of Blockbuster Corp, but we're on our own. This isn't the Blockbuster that they're talking about in Oregon, so what the hell is this?
I don't know.
Maybe it is.
Apparently, there are still a few alive outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
In Australia land.
Well, like, honestly, the world moved on. Like, it's not like, you know, there are so many better ways to do entertainment that it's just, like, I look back to, you know, like, when we had Hollywood Video and Video Updates and all that here, and, like, one of, like, the Video Update became a pet food store, or pet store, basically. And the Hollywood Video became, like, a daycare center. And they just disappeared.
Hollywood Video is now a Dollar General.
Yep.
And what used to be a Blockbuster is, half of it is a depository for Goodwill, and the other half is vacant.
It's, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, technology has just moved so much farther ahead that I don't have a good answer. It's like, well,
we consume media differently now.
Right. Well, I think
in 40 years we might consume it even more differently. Who knows?
Yeah. Like, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like, you know, 10 years from now kind of thing. Like, because, like, I remember when, like, everybody had, like, home theaters, like 5.1 or 6.1 or 7.1, you know, giant TV, blah, blah, blah. Like, nobody even does that anymore. Like, it's like TVs, like, people are going to, like, moderate-sized TVs because, like, everybody watches stuff, like, on their tablets or their phones or their computers. Like, there's still, like, people still have big TVs. Like, it's not like they don't, but, like the huge theater setups are rarer than they were, like, in the early 2000s. People don't buy all the audio equipment. They buy, like, a sound bar to go with their TV.
Yeah, we just have a Bluetooth soundbar. It's on the smaller side for our TV.
Right.
Our TV is decent size. I forget how big it is. It's 50 something.
Right. Well, I mean, you can get a basic 50-inch for, like, what, like $600? Like, it's not expensive. If you're going top end, what all you're really talking about is, like, 4K, and then, like, it's, you know, a smart TV, so it, like, interlinks with, like, your home automation and your, you know, your wireless, and, like, updates itself and all that stuff. Like, it's more bells and whistles and less actual functionality now. I had somebody at work really upset we don't carry the Philips and other companies, like, smart bulbs. Like, you can control them with, like, your home automation. I was like, I'm sure we'll carry them at some point, but we haven't bothered yet.
But you're a hardware store.
Right. I know, it seems crazy. Like, we don't carry them. I don't have...
No, it doesn't seem crazy. It seems weird that you do carry them.
Right. The lady goes, well, where will I go to get them? I'm like, I don't know, Best Buy, maybe Target, Walmart. Like, I don't know who would bother stocking them. Like, I'm sure in the next couple of years we will probably start stocking them. But, like, they're pretty pricey, and I just don't think we would get enough demand to make it worthwhile to carry them on the shelves. Especially given the hit and miss nature of LED, you know, lifespans. And they usually last a good amount of time, but sometimes they don't. And if I had spent, like, you know, $40 or $50 on a smart bulb and it died after, like, a year and a half, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. The world's really changed quite a bit, and I don't really know what to say anymore. It's like, I think about, like, you know, when I was a teenager and, like, how much different the world is since then, and it's just like, Good God.
Well, we're part of that generation where everything just changed and changed and changed. We're millennials, bitch.
Right.
I don't know why I bothered to call you bitch.
What? You called me a bitch? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad somebody had the balls to do it. I don't know.
That's me with my balls.
They're as big as the sun. Made of brass.
Yep. I want them to be so much smaller. My diet appears to be working though. I'm down to 218.
Well, I'm glad. I'm not having any luck with mine. I'm basically just fat. I've also I am eating like a little bit lighter. I mean, not today so much, but I have been eating like less frequently, just because I've been working so much and like not as readily like stopping for snacks and stuff.
I'm looking at the anime section on Reddit.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think to look there. Damn you and your forward thinking. Oh, right, there was a like a survey that they did on anime about like how much older anime people recognized, and the results were really cool. And actually, like, I think I saved the post, or upvoted it and then saved it to my account, because like it was really interesting, like the stuff that people recognize from farther back and the stuff that people like I have no idea what that is. Now I can't find it, but it seemed like an interesting concept. Ah, there we go. How will people know series today? I think this guy did it for a college class, but it was really interesting. Oh, damn it. I lost track of it again. Can I go forward? Oh, that goes right to the thing. God damn it. I was like right on top of it. I got an email from Right Stuff stating that they're almost done localizing, well, dubbing area of the animation, which is kind of neat. That's the one about like it's like Neo Venice on a terraformed Mars and their gondoliers. Like really supposed to be like a really relaxing like slice of life anime. So that's likely coming in the mail like in the next couple months. It's something like September, October, probably.
I'm looking at a thread about the things you can't stand about anime.
Ooh! Anything interesting? Recap episodes. Agreed. The loud, toxic part of every anime community. There's the loud ones that make us look like shit. Because we're fucking degenerates.
Underage fan service.
Underage fan service, no, just no. Hello, officer. People who say real anime are real anime fans. No, true Scotsman! The fact that you know the plot for shows before they even begin, it's so overused. You know what? I know what I'm gonna watch next. Whatever. Lupin the Third Part 4 came out. So excited. It's 26 motherfucking episodes. What really excites me about this is, of all the people, Discotek has the rights to Lupin the Third, and they're dubbing it. And the best part, Richard Epcar is the voice of Jigen. Richard Epcar is best known for playing Bato in Ghost in the Shell. I can't remember who... Tony Oliver is the voice of Lupin. I can't think of a good example of what he's done. But needless to say, I have a real soft spot in my heart for Lupin. I love these. I have the A Lady Named Fujiko Mine special edition and Jigen's Gravestone. And that's what this came. This exists because they did A Lady Named Fujiko Mine, and it did really, really well. So then they did Lupin the Third, Jigen's Gravestone. It's like a one-off movie, and that did phenomenal. So then this came out. This is an actual Lupin the Third series. And while I've never seen part 3, I'm sure I'm not missing anything. Because, I mean, Lupin's kind of standalone. But, like, nobody even talked about this series for years. And then suddenly it got a re-release, or not re-release, but it got like a whole bunch of and I have to say that of all the people I thought would get Lupin, I never thought it would be Discotek Media, because they mostly do old series that nobody wants anymore, or they don't think they can sell, which reason why I have Samurai Pizza Cats.
Samurai Pizza Cats.
One Blu-ray in standard definition, all 52 episodes. Something that they've started doing. They're going to do more of it too. They talked about, for a little bit more money, they're going to start doing stuff that doesn't make sense or lacks a HD release or HD source. They'll do single Blu-ray SDs. So, one Blu-ray in an entire series. Which I think is cool. Boy. What's up, Boo Boo? What do you want, buddy? Can you see him in the background? What's your problem? Huh? Why'd you get the problem? Huh? What's your problem? Are you hungry? What's up? Hmm? What? What's wrong? You want a snack? Are you hungry? What's up? What? What you crying about? What? I fed you. You got dog food, you got water. What's wrong? What's up? Hmm? What? What's
Does
wrong?
he meet outside?
No, he can go outside. Door's not locked. You want to go outside? What's up? What? I don't speak dog. I don't know what you want. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you kind of hungry? Mm-hmm. You want another hot dog? Huh? Is that what you want? You want another hot dog? I'll be right back. See what he wants. All right, you got my attention. What's up? Door's not locked, buddy. You can leave. I didn't lock the door. I just closed it a little bit. Woo! What?
Transmission interrupted. Reconnecting transmission.
Oh, I have to share with you? Is that the deal? I have to share with you?
Yep.
Man, let us see my hot dog.
Nope, you gotta share.
You just drop that? He's like, I don't want that, brother. You want it or not? No. Not really. Well, you're just begging for the sake of begging now. Sit here and stare at me. You don't even want it. I'm eating a sandwich you don't even want. I handed you a piece and you spit it out at me. So don't give me the business, you chunky monkey. Don't give me the business, you chunky monkey. I just gave you a hot dog. So don't even give me that. Oh, I'm so sad, brother. I starve it. You don't even want it. What? What's the problem? I don't know, brother. I'm just going to sit here and look sad at you. Freaking dog. That's it. No more vacations for your mama. You're her problem going forward. I will admit the bread's a little dry. Oh, not enough peanut butter. That was the problem. He's a picky eater. I got more peanut butter than that butter. Come on. There you go. What do you want? I fed you. I gave you love.
Give me more love.
Right. He's a troublemaker. Oh, he's just a troublemaker. 8 more days. We've got to survive 8 more days. Then she'll be back. Ugh. What? You're goofy. I gave him watermelon. I gave him a hot dog. He got some peanut butter. He suffers. That's all he does.
I want watermelon.
Yeah, my mom cut some up before she left. I've slowly been eating it. And I didn't even think he liked it. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, I won't take some of that. What do we call it? I think we've kind of run out of things to talk about.
Yeah. Now that you've come back.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. Farewell, my fellow internet beings.
Okay, I guess good night, Cupcake.
Good night, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.